3 weeks after the September 11th attacks, a new terror gripped America. Anthrax-laced letters began arriving at media offices and Senate buildings, claiming 5 lives and infecting 17 others. The FBI embarked on an unprecedented 7-year investigation, ultimately naming their suspect, a government scientist who had assisted their efforts. This insidious threat brought a chilling realization of bioterrorism's potential. In the autumn of 2001, a nation already reeling from aerial assaults now faced an invisible enemy. The post-9/11 landscape was charged with fear, and deliberate targeting through the postal system added a chilling new dimension. This was not a conventional attack, but a silent, microscopic weapon delivered to unsuspecting recipients. The first letters surfaced at news organizations in New York City and American Media Inc. in Boca Raton, Florida. Soon after, similar envelopes were mailed to the offices of U.S. Senators Tom Daschle and Patrick Leahy in Washington, D.C. The rapid succession of these events plunged the public into profound anxiety, uncertain where the next deadly message might appear. The first fatality was Robert Stevens, a photo editor at Amy, who died on October 5th. Other victims included 2 postal workers in Washington, D.C., Thomas Morris and Joseph Kersine, and 2 elderly women, Kathy Nguyen and Ottilia Lundgren, infected through cross-contamination. Each case tragically underscored the deadly efficacy of the spores within the contaminated mail. Investigators quickly identified the potent, weaponized Ames strain of anthrax in the letters, focusing on laboratories with access to such deadly agents. The FBI launched Amerithrax, the largest and most complex forensic investigation in its history. Thousands of interviews, hundreds of searches, and millions of dollars were expended in the hunt. The letters themselves offered scant clues, often crudely handwritten with misspellings and containing alarming, anti-American messages. These details initially led many to suspect an Al-Qaeda connection or another foreign terror group, ingrained in the post-9/11 national consciousness. The search for a suspect cast a wide net across the globe. However, the investigation soon turned inward. In the early 2000s, the FBI publicly identified Dr. Stephen Hatfill, a prominent biodefense scientist, as a person of interest. For years, Hatfill endured intense media scrutiny, constant surveillance, and the destruction of his professional reputation, despite never being charged. He became the face of early investigation failures. Hatfill was eventually exonerated and received a substantial settlement from the U.S. government for the immense damage. The focus shifted in 2008 to Dr. Bruce Ivins, a microbiologist at the U.S. Army Medical Research Institute. Just as the FBI prepared to file charges, Ivins died by suicide, preventing a criminal trial. The posthumous case against Ivins was built on circumstantial evidence, including advanced genetic forensics tracing the anthrax to a flask in his lab. While the FBI officially closed Amerithrax, declaring Ivins the sole perpetrator, some experts question the evidence's conclusiveness. They cite the lack of direct proof of Ivins mailing the letters. The anthrax letters remain a chilling chapter in American history, a stark reminder of the fragile line between scientific advancement and catastrophic misuse. They forced the nation to confront the terrifying reality of bioterrorism and the complex challenges of investigating such a nuanced, invisible threat. The full story, for many, still feels like a whisper in the wind, forever just out of reach.